my first ever video on YouTube, which is where I will be showing you how to use the Ruby Obsessions palette by Huda Beauty. This palette is so pigmented, it's so nice, and look what I've created with just 3 colours. The glitter isn't in the palette, but I will be linking it below of where I found it because it is amazing and it's so cheap and affordable. So if you really want to recreate this look, just keep watching and I hope you enjoy the video.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I will be doing a look with the Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette today. So the first step I'm going to be doing is just taking my Conceal and Define by Revolution in the colour C5 and just popping that all over the lid, then just using a flat synthetic brush just to pop it all over, and then later on you'll see me with a Real Techniques sponge just dampened a little bit just to pull it all together. Okay, so the next step is to take the pink shade in the palette and just use a big fluffy brush just to pop it all over the lid, just making sure all the edges are smoothed out like so. I also forgot to mention what brush I'm using in this clip is the 231 Luxe Petite Crease brush by Zoeva. The next step in this tutorial is to take a small pencil brush, and the one I'm using today is the 230 Luxe Pencil by Zoeva again. And what I'm doing is just going to take the darkest shade in the palette, which is that really dark purple colour there, and just pop it into the outer corner and just above my crease. So as you can see, I've just sped this clip up just a little bit just to make it easier for people just for watching at home. But all I'm doing is just making sure it's all blended together and make sure there's no distinct lines between each colour. What I'm doing in this clip is just taking a big fluffy brush again and just making sure it's all blended together. At first I was just going to leave the pink and purple just together there, but I thought I would use the red colour just to mix it all together, just to make sure it was all blended out. And as you can see in this clip, I'm being a very overdramatic little queenie as I'm just trying to open my concealer, which I couldn't find for some reason. I couldn't find my Revolution Conceal and Define, the one that I used in the start. But all I'm doing is just using the same shade and just cutting the crease with it, with my Real Techniques detailer brush. And what I like to do, which is what you'll see now, is using my ring finger, just tap it all down, just to blend it all into the colours, make sure they're not mixing over. But what I'm doing now is just using the light pink shade, just to brighten it up, with my Real Techniques base shadow brush. And to add a little bit more dimension to the eye, just going underneath the eye with that same purple shade, with the same pencil brush from Zoeva. Just making sure it's all blended out underneath, but later on in this clip you'll see me with a little wet wipe just to take off the excess, what's fell out. All I'm doing in this next clip is my favourite part, adding the glitter and the glitter glue. I'm just using the fine liner by Zoeva just to pop it above my crease. Putting the glitter on is amazing, I love it. I'm just using the palette by iMagic. I bought it from Amazon and it was so cheap, but the glitter just sticks together by itself, so to be fair, all you really need is just a little bit of glue and you're sorted.
Ariana Grande from Spotify.
And the next step in this video is to just add liner just along the lash line. So what I'm doing in this next clip is just adding my mascara on. I'm using the Dior mascara in the shade 090. It doesn't have to be a very branded name. I always go for like L'Oreal or Maybelline. But yeah, I'm adding my Dolby lashes in the shape. Is it shape? I don't know. I'm not anyway. In the shape Esmerelda. I love them. This is my first time using them, and I'm obsessed. Honestly, but you've got to treat yourself once in a while, don't you? Like I said, the last clip, I was adding my lashes. I just waited until the glue was tacky. I don't use a branded glue. It's just the glue that I've got out of other boxes because I use so many. But all I'm doing is just pushing my lashes and the fake lashes just together with my tweezers. And as you can see, I'm talking away to Alexa. How embarrassing. So I was really feeling myself today, as you can tell. But all I'm doing is just putting on a little headband that I got from Primark, and it has like little wires in, so you can just like suit it to your head. So I'm just putting that on so I can put my foundation on, and just with my hair being like a platinum grey type blonde, it's quite hard to blend my foundation into my hairline because it will go orange. The foundation I'm using today in this tutorial is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC16. This is my first time using a MAC foundation, and I am obsessed, honestly. All these new products I'm using, I love it. But what I've just put on my face there is the NYX Pore Filler Primer. I have disgusting pores, honestly, and it's just nice to have a little base over them, especially for when I come to take it off later on. What I'm doing here with my foundation brush from Real Techniques is just popping it all over my face, and then later on you will see me with my Real Techniques sponge, which is my go-to accessory or appliance, should I say, to put makeup on my face. I love using a sponge. I don't really like using brushes, but it's just so I can put this foundation on without the sponge soaking up the majority of it. So I venture between the both. I decided after I'd added my foundation, I thought my brows were too light for some reason, and now I'm looking at it, I just don't think they were. So I'm just going in with my oh my god, that's a mouthful to say, eyebrow pencil type thing, in the shade dark. Doesn't really have like a colour or anything, that just says dark. So yeah, I've just added that on. I'm just adding a little bit of bronzer from the Nip and Fab contour kit. And then as you can see, as I've got a little dilemma, I'm like, oh god, I haven't added my concealer. So what I'm doing is using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15, just under my eyes, and then just buffing it out with my Real Techniques sponge. Again, as I say, I love my sponge. And then what I'm doing just with the excess concealer is just adding it to my chin and forehead. So as you can see throughout this tutorial, I do not set my under eyes because I have really dry skin, so I would rather leave them dewy and fine so that my skin is really nice and soft when I take my makeup off. But what I'm just doing in this clip is just taking my trio of setting sprays and then just spraying it all over. In this next clip, I'm taking my trio Nip and Fab of my contour and blush and highlight kit, and just taking the blusher and then just pop it on my apples and my cheeks and then just blended it out. For some reason, I don't know why I did this, was I put my setting spray on first and then done that. I don't know why, I don't usually do that. I usually just put my blusher on, then setting spray, and then I put my highlight on, which is what I'm doing now. I swapped it over to the contour brush because I just think it looks way better. It applies better as well. So just whilst my setting spray is still wet, I just like to add my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter to my tip of my nose, my cheekbones, and just above my eyebrows, just like Jamie Genevieve, the queen herself. And what I'm doing now is just taking my Jeffree Star mini liquid lipsticks in the shade Mannequin. I got this for Christmas and I absolutely adore it. Honestly, I love it. I just thought a light pink would go great with just such a bold eye and bold lashes. So this pretty much wraps the whole tutorial up. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe. I will list everything in the description box of what I use in case I forgot about it in the video. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.